The name Lionel Messi will forever be associated with FC Barcelona. The goals, the records, the titles, and the memories. But a few days ago, it was rumored that Lionel Messi could be leaving the club and joining Inter Milan. Lionel Messi, of course, came out and he said that all of those were lies. But were they? Barcelona, as you all know, is in a terrible economic crisis right now. And not only that, the directors and the players are not getting along very well, meaning that the directors are literally just getting up and leaving or they're getting fired. This whole situation about Messi potentially leaving Barcelona just makes you kind of think about everything that Lionel Messi has accomplished at the club. He has literally accomplished everything and anything that a professional player could want. So, if there's ever a time for Lionel Messi to leave FC Barcelona, it's right now. He's accomplished everything. He's still at a good age. Why not do it? So, in an attempt for us to get a little bit creative, let's think of some places where Lionel Messi would do very good and some potential destinations for Lionel Messi should he leave FC Barcelona. And let's start with the obvious. The obvious choice is one that has already been mentioned in this whole rumor. Inter Milan. Inter Milan has been a destination for Lionel Messi for a couple of weeks now, apparently. That's something that has been speculating and that has been going around for a while. Just imagine. Imagine Lionel Messi at Inter Milan. First of all, the culture in Italy and in Argentina are very, very similar, so I think Lionel Messi would not have much trouble getting accustomed to the fact that he is now in Italy. It would be very interesting for him to go there. Again, the culture very similar. He would go into a team that doesn't really need much. Before this CV hiatus, Inter Milan was in second place of the Serie A. They were actually in first place for a long, long time. So they need one more piece. And if that piece just so happens to be Lionel Messi, who knows? Inter Milan could very well be a European powerhouse very, very soon. And then, of course, he has a lethal striker like Romelu Lukaku, who's been playing absolutely incredible throughout the entire 2019-2020 season. Just imagine Lionel Messi feeding Lukaku every single game. That would be very interesting. And then, of course, he would reunite with Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo invited him to play in the Serie A, and now it's up to Lionel Messi to take up the challenge. If he does, we'll see Messi against Ronaldo twice a year. Once again, like we did for many, many years. We took it for granted. Now we miss it completely. Second, a second potential destination for Lionel Messi. Manchester City. Every time that Lionel Messi is rumored to be unhappy at Barcelona, Manchester City opens up their checkbook. And they're like, let's bring this dude over. He's unhappy. It's time. And now it looks like Lionel Messi might really be unhappy because he's publicly going out and talking about how unhappy he is. So clearly he's unhappy. Manchester City. Just imagine him at Manchester City in the Premier League with Sergio Aguero. His boyhood friend. Well, I mean, they've been friends since they were like 17, so they weren't really boys at the time. But they've been friends for a long, long time. He links up with him. Argentina benefits because they get to train together every single day. They might even, who knows? You start fantasizing, they could even win the World Cup in 2022 should this happen. He reunites with Pep Guardiola, the guy that was able to bring out the best out of Lionel Messi. And of course, Messi was able to bring out the best out of Pep Guardiola. It goes both ways, but either way, it would be really cool to see Messi and Guardiola work together one more time. The only negative to this is that Manchester City potentially will not play in the Champions League for the next 2 seasons. So you take out 2 seasons out of Lionel Messi at this age. If I am not mistaken, he is either 31 or 32. So if you put him out of Champions League action for the next 2 years, he's going to be a little bit too old to play in the Champions League and at a very high level. So that might be the only drawback that will be presented, and maybe ultimately the reason why Lionel Messi will not sign for Manchester United in this fantasy that we have created here on VMFC. And the third destination, a destination that some of you might not even think is possible, but I think would be very, very, very interesting. And why the hell not? Bayern Munich. Lionel Messi in Bayern Munich. Just think about it. Lionel Messi in a league that is full of young talent. Young, very, very good talent, might I add. Very good talent. Sure. Will this completely go against Bayern Munich's transfer policy of either creating players or buying young talent? Yes, of course. They never go for older talent like Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, guys like that. They would never do that. But who knows? Maybe if the opportunity presents itself of Messi potentially joining Bayern Munich, then Bayern Munich would maybe be able to pull the trigger. But we know, again, it doesn't really go well with their transfer policies. But just think about it. Just think about Lionel Messi in the Bundesliga. I think he would do really, really good, especially in such a good winning culture like Bayern Munich. Messi's used to winning. If you bring him on to Bayern Munich, who knows? They might even go on a Champions League tear. So, and that's something that Bayern Munich has wanted for a long time. They haven't won the Champions League since 2013. You bring on Lionel Messi, it could potentially work. It could work. Who knows? I think it would be really, really cool. Again, maybe some of you are like, whoa, that wasn't even a possibility. I didn't even think of that. Well, yeah, I didn't even think about that either until I started preparing for the show. But I don't know. I think those are three very interesting possibilities for Lionel Messi for him to leave FC Barcelona. Should he leave, of course, because maybe this is all a plan for Lionel Messi to get an even bigger contract somehow, some way. Barcelona's going to have to sell Camp Nou, and whatever they get, that's going to be part of Lionel Messi's contract. But anyway, it's obvious that it's never fun to say bye, especially to a team that has greeted you, that greeted you 20 years ago with their arms wide open. They brought you in. They trusted you. They believed in you. They gave you the opportunity. And now, when things aren't going right, is it the right thing to do to just get up and leave? No, but Lionel Messi, I think, should look at his personal interests a little bit more than the club interest, because at the end of the day, the club is going to do what they want, and Lionel Messi might be asked out if they just completely strip him of the talent. And I use this term very loosely because Barcelona doesn't have much talent right now. If they strip him of the talent to bring some of that money back, to pay off whatever debt they may have, or just to get the ball rolling and to feel a little bit more comfortable economically, Barcelona, if they have to sell all their players and they just rely on a 31-year-old Lionel Messi, well then, I mean, obviously, Lionel Messi's not going to be happy. He's not going to be comfortable. He's not going to like that whole situation. I mean, Messi, Tom Brady did it. He left the Patriots after 20 years. Phillip Rivers did it. He left the Chargers after 17 or however 16 years in California. Lionel Messi, you've been doing it for a long time. I mean, seriously, no, at least in my eyes, why not do it? It is what it is. He accomplished everything that he could have accomplished with Barcelona. It might be time for him to seek other challenges. If you enjoy this video, remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more sports content. If you want to support the brand, you can go ahead and donate $1 to our Patreon, patreon.com/veteransminimum. That will get you exclusive content and merch.